Hello, evening. This is Yusuf Haji at Haji Daily here on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. What we got going on the headlines right now as they are happening today? We got some news uh, on headlines that I want to share with you guys. Number one headline. I think I've been following this story for a while now, and if you're watching my show, you can most definitely participate on some of the show, and you can definitely share your views and what you think. Definitely, we're open. We're open-minded and open to discussion and open to getting ideas on how we can also improve as a show, and so we can continue having this great conversation. Number one, I want to share with you guys and what has happened, latest, what is going on in the world is the breaking news. Today, Ketanji Brown Jackson was sworn into the Supreme Court as of Thursday, today, shattering a glass ceiling as the first black woman on the nation's highest court. She's 51 years old, from the 616 justice. She's 51 years old, and is the 116th justice. She took the place of Justice she once worked for, Justice Stephen Breyer, who retired, actually handed in his retirement yesterday, if I'm right. And so it's a great day for Black women. It's a great day for all of us, African Americans, who are here, witnessing this moment for a woman to be the first Chief Justice. It's a good thing to see. I'm sure my daughter will look up to this and really cherish. I'll be able to share with her, and she'll probably have it on her history book. She's young. I mean, my daughter is 6 years old now, but I'm sure sometime when she gets to be 18 and when 20, she will be sharing this, reading about this moment. And I'll probably, if I'm still alive, I will share that with her as well. But that is what we had on breaking, or I wanted to share some headline news on what is going on. And then we have another news that I also that is also happening, and that is Supreme Court's Biden can end Trump era asylum policy, and this goes all to the immigrants, especially here in Minnesota where we are. We have a lot of our community who are immigrants, and that have been since Trump came to office have felt a little bit unsafe, unwelcomed. But Minnesota has been a little bit different. Minneapolis has been and always will be a sanctuary city for many. But those unlucky ones that usually end up in other states, when they did get caught, or when they came under the custody of the immigration, they usually are there was a policy in place to send them back to Mexico, where they await the whole process and getting cleared to come and back to the US. But so now the Supreme Court says that clearly, Thursday, the Biden administration can scrap a Trump era immigration policy to make asylum seeker wait in Mexico for hearing in the US. So you had all these people at the Mexican border that could not come in. Apologize for that. That could not come in, and so they had to wait in Mexico to go through the process of wanting to immigrate to the United States on that asylum or fear of persecution process, the whole process of wanting to be in the US and want to come into the US. So Biden now can do away with that policy by initiated or put in place by Donald Trump. So that is one of the big decisions made by the U.S. Supreme Court. So Biden, it's a relief for Biden. At least that is a win for a lot of Americans, at least for now. After we have been getting a lot of negative, decisions that were being made that have really kind of riled people up. And I'm talking about Roe v. Wade and other things. But for now, this is something that maybe that can help a lot of the immigrants that want to come in, and maybe they can have their process here in the US instead of having out in Mexico outside. On our local story here in parts of Minnesota, campus evacuated after a reported explosion. This is a news coming in, and I will be able to share that with you guys. This is a news coming in about here we go. Here, parts of Minnesota campus evacuated after reported explosion. This is AP News. Authorities have evacuated a portion of University of Minnesota campus in Minneapolis on Thursday after responding to a report of fire and possible explosion. No injuries were immediately reported. I hope everybody's okay. And there was the fire department was there. They tweeted as well. They responded to the fire in the basement of a building on campus. As they were extinguishing the fire, they received reports of a sewer explosion that blew manhole cover out. So they continue to monitor that area for any gas leaks and make sure that everybody's safe. So that is one of our here local Minnesota news that is happening. And so we this is another interesting story which I am following, especially it's been making a lot of headlines. This specific story has been making a lot of headlines, and I want to share with you guys, and that is edibles beverages laced with THC legal Friday in Minnesota. What do you guys think of this? Again, this AP News. A new Minnesota law taking effect Friday allows people 21 and older to buy edibles and beverages that contain a limited, but limited amount of THC, the ingredients in marijuana that creates a high. So this is going to be interesting, especially I want to talk about this later on, but I have to talk this in Somali. So I'm going to do a different show in Somali about specifically this. I know because there's a lot of parents out there, and a community like Somali community, they just a lot of them people don't know. So I will share this news in Somali later on. But right now I'm just talking about this. Edibles, gummies, beverages can contain up to 5 milligrams of THC per serving and 50 milligrams per package under the law. 5 milligrams is about half the standard dose found in recreational marijuana products in the other states. Okay, Minnesota law. That's what we have. Edibles, beverages laced with THC, legal by Friday in Minnesota. 21 years old, you can go and get this. I don't know. I'm gonna have that conversation with myself and other people first before I speak of it and give my view on it. But yeah, that's the real story right there. And then finally, I live in Burnsville, so Lakeville is right across. I mean, I'm always around Lakeville and Apple Valley. I'm always around Savage and among other close cities here around Burnsville. Minneapolis is about 25 minutes away. So I got to hear about and read about this report, and it's kind of a little bit disappointing to hear or see a report like this that just came out about Lakeville. It's something that I've been at the front talking about racism for me for a long time. I've been pushing back on racism, and so Lakeville report details racism in the community. The focus group report from the focus group report from the Cultivate Sense of Community Task Force shares residents' accounts of racism in one of the state's fastest growing city. And Lakeville father. This is by Star Tribune by and these are some of the incidents in Lakeville and the tension in that community, so a Lakeville father shared that his black daughter was told she looks like a monkey and felt she had to laugh along with her friends, only to come home and cry. It's very disappointing, man. It's just such a young age, people calling young people about their age, calling them with such vile names and racism. It's disappointing, to be honest with you. And we as a parents, I think we can do better and teaching our children. But these things, whenever they happen, it's kind of builds up to, unless we come together and confront it and speak about it and talk about it, and creating a report like this. This is good. I think it's a good start. I think it's a good way to the city to. I think if it's the city, I'll find out. But uh, there were other examples of racism in Lakeville. It as detailed in the report that came out this week, intended to assess how residents see their community. City of Lake, I don't know if it's the city of Lakeville, but I will continue reading and find out if that's the case. Lakeville formed a Cultivate Sense of Community task force last year as part of the city's strategic plan. 7 focus group met to identify Lakeville's strengths and weaknesses and discussing the city effectiveness in creating a sense of belonging. But anecdotes about racism permeated the discussion. So this is, great from the city, and it's great we have a task force, and it's great we have a diverse group of people coming together and talking about issues and how, and talk about Lakeville's strength, and so strength and weakness. So it's a good place to be in. It's a good start. And I'm speaking from experience, having lived in St. Cloud for so many years, and being at the front, confronting such things. You know, St. Cloud. I was one of the activists in St. Cloud, um, among many other activists, but I was one of the activists that really pointed out some of these issues within the city itself and also within the community itself. So for me to see this, it's kind of like, like deja vu, and I don't want that. So hopefully I can also take part in this, because Lakeville is right here. I am in Burnsville. I can give my 2 cents on how we can build a better community uh, in around Burnsville, Lakeville, Apple Valley, and as we go further down south. We can get it done together. We can do it alone, and so. But things like this, we need to do as how we relate with each other starts at a young age, and it's the parents' responsibility to really talk to their kids about what what other people are, and and that they shouldn't judge people by the color of their skin or culture or religion, where they come from. And so this is something that all of us as parents can do and play a role in making a better community, and working with the city, working with the community. We can do better. But I'm really glad that the city of Lakeville has a report out. It's a diverse, it's a different opinion, and it's mostly about this report has focused on issue of racism and the community itself feeling unsafe because of people calling other people name, and then just people being mean. So it's a good start, and I like it. Again, speaking from experience, having lived in St. Cloud and being in front of some of this issue, tackling some of this, it's a great start. They should continue having that conversation. And I'll most definitely hopefully participate in the next one if there's one, and maybe give my idea on how best we can create a better community for everyone. This is Yusuf Haji at Haji Daily. I am live right now as we speak on Twitter. I am also live on YouTube and Facebook. Follow, like, whatever you got to do, show your support. Let's continue having this conversation and participate. We're gonna have great conversation, and we're gonna get better. Hey, we're gonna build up to this. We're gonna build up to the momentum together. This is you and I making our communities better and having that conversation and discussion on what's best for us moving forward. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a great evening.